Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is the day 4 of learning Docker, and so far we have learned many things like installing Docker, launching containers, pushing and pulling on images on the Docker hubs and all those parts. Today we are going to see one interesting practicals like how you can launch Docker by the Python code and some few more commands on the Docker too. So let me quickly, my instance is running, let me quickly connect and let's proceed. So same as it we are going to see today, our agenda will be like we are going to start launch Docker from the Python code, and we will using the not going inside the Docker, we can execute some commands like we have seen date command, cal command. We are more deep we gonna go. So let me quickly go into the root folder. I'm in the root folder. Let how to check who am I. I'm in the root folder. Alright, so let me clear my screen. So let me quickly check if my the Docker running. Systemctl status Docker. So yeah, my Docker has been running and it's showing the Docker has been running. So let me quickly launch the let's quickly see the how many containers are running. Docker ps, only one container is up, and if you want to see all the running containers, top containers, Docker ps -a, we have certain all these images and containers been running up. And let's check with the images what all the images we have. We have this much images. Okay, so let me quickly show you how you can like run a container in the background without what happened. We go with the provide whenever we launch a container, we launch like docker run -it. We provide with the -it, and that docker comes, we get a docker terminal, but we don't want to go into the docker. We want just it go into the background, it start running in the background. So same, we just need to provide with the -d, and I'm just providing with the -dit. You can -d -i -t, you can also provide, or same we can proceed through this part. And launching by OS1 web. Okay, and just using the image as a CentOS image, CentOS version 7. So as you hit enter, our Docker is launched, and we are not inside the Docker. It's running in the background. If you want to check quickly, same Docker by Docker ps. So we have created like my one web by this part. Okay, so my Docker is running in the background part. Now let's see how you can launch Docker from the Python. Alright, so we have seen, yeah, we can launch a Python. We are expert right now. So let's go more into deep down, or more interesting practical how you can. So quickly, we just need to create the file of a Python. Let me create file as a Docker from Python. Okay, I'm just creating this file, and let me quickly write some code. If you are good in Python, so you already know about some modules, like we have import OS modules, os.system. So I'm using those certain things, certain commands to launch a Docker. Alright, so Docker run -dit -dit, because we want it should launch into the background. We don't want to go into those part, like we are giving our name like web os 4. Alright, anything we can give, and using the image CentOS 7 or any image you want, but I'm using CentOS 7 as the image. And then just quickly print code completed. Alright, so let me quickly save and get out of it. So our Docker file has been created. So you want to check what the Docker file is. So you can quickly check by cat command. We have a cat command. This is a contest we have written to the our Python file. So let me quickly run this Docker file, this Python file. Python Python 3 Docker from Python. So as you hit enter, I think some issue in the line 4th. Let me quickly edit. what's the issue is import OS. Alright, it's right. OS dot system, it's also right. Let me quickly see the issue. Alright, so we have not close the bracket simply. Let me quickly close the bracket. Now our Python code is completed, and let me quickly run the Python code. Yeah, so you can see our new content has been launched in the background by the Python code. We haven't used this part. Alright, so our Docker has content has been launched. If you want to check, same, we have Docker PS. So we have just launched this content 15 seconds ago by the name WebOS 4. So this is one of the good tricks, or we can say good work to launch Docker on the Python scripts also. So alright, coming to the next part, if we want to launch a Docker using Python code, so we run a command without going inside the Docker. Now we want something to be not going inside the Docker, and if you want to launch something, if you want to see date, if you want to see cal, if you want to see if config. Suppose if you want to see the if config, I'm not talking about at the time of launching, but our this Docker is already running. Okay, this Docker is already running, and we want things to be create for us. So let me quickly run, show you with the things like Docker execute. Execute is a command that exits the container as soon as the command is executed. Like here's a command to execute is we are going to cal command, date command, or anything. Like execute generally a command hai, alright, to like which exits the container as soon as the command is executed. Okay, so let me quickly execute -it -name web OS 4, and I want to run date command. Alright, so as we hit enter, I think I have given some name wrong. Alright, let me quickly check. exec-it, let me quickly go give it the dit unknown flag. Alright, I think I have given something wrong over here. Yeah, let me quickly check with it once. Yeah, alright, so like I was talking about the execute part. So if you want to execute something without going inside a Docker, so we have this container launching along container running. So if you want to run something on top of this web OS 4 or OS ON or anything, so there is a command like docker exec-it, and you just need to provide your name of the container like my one web. Alright, and what you want to check like date. So as you hit enter, date comes up. Without going inside the Docker, we can run some commands we see. Alright, let me check if config if works, or we need to I think if config is not there, let me quickly install if the things get work. Alright, no worries, this command is not there. So this is the one of the things which can be done over here. Alright, so next part is let me quickly show you how you can copy from your, like we are in the root, and if you want to copy something into the Docker container, so how you can copy particular part. So suppose we have files as star.py and docker from Python py. So if you want this docker from Python py to go into this particular Docker, alright, so there is a command docker copy alright, cp, there is a cp, alright, then docker python, alright, docker from python.py, and we want it into the web OS 4. Alright, web OS 4 we want, and in the home directory of it. So as you hit enter, we can see successfully copied to this. If you want to attach with the containers, and if you want to check, so you can quickly go and start the container like docker attach what is our web OS 4. As we are in the Docker, if you do ls, so you can see we are inside the Docker, and we have this file we have comes up here. Alright, so like this you can copy many files, multiple files from root or any files or folder or all the base system to a container part. So this is the one of the part you can copy. Alright, so coming to the next part, if you want to mount a base OS directory. Alright, so there's a command for mounting the part. So let me quickly go exit from this and let me quickly create one folder /data, and after creating it, let me quickly mount something on the top of it, like docker run -it -name. We are giving name as OS5. Alright, and verbose, v means verbosation part, and we want to mount our directory folder, data folder to our new data. Alright, with the using the CentOS version 7. Alright, so let me quickly run this command and see the output. So as I have run this command, so mount or the /data directory of the base OS into the newly created all the things which are there in the /data directory will be mounted with the new data directory mount. Okay, so these are the mount binds between the two directories. Any changes made to the new data will be stored inside the /data folder. Alright, and if you want to add with the something read only permissions, we can also go with particular part 2. So now let me quickly go outside, and we have seen certain commands, and let me show you more commands of the docker, like docker ps-a. This is the stop and all containers to check, and if you want to check all the IDs of the running container, so you just need to pass with the -q. Alright, so these all are the IDs of the running containers. Okay, if you want to remove all the running containers, like these are all the containers, and if you want to remove at one at a time, you don't want to just write this part, so there is a command docker remove forcefully, and same docker ps-a-q. Alright, so as you would enter, there's some. Alright, I just need to provide the dollars. I just forgot with the dollars symbol. So as you would enter, all the running containers have been deleted, and if you want to check docker ps-a-q, so you are not going to find any containers because we have removed all the containers. And if you want to find the internal IP, let me quickly launch a docker for you, docker run -dit, and let me quickly give range mav1 and with the CentOS 7. Alright, so our docker is running, and let me quickly check docker ps. Alright, so now if you want to check all the internal settings like IP and few more things, all the network and internal things, so we have a docker inspect command to check all the IPs and networking parts of it and what all the containers contain. So docker inspect, and you just need to provide with your name wab1. So as you hit enter, we get all the network ID and everything about that particular instances. We get the whole info about, like, status running, it's and no false, and everything has been, which image it is using, what is the host name path, what all are this the things has been they are being using. So this is the one of the thing. And if you want to get all the networks Docker has created, so we have a command as docker network ls. So as you enter, we have this 3 network running. Some are the bridge network. We are going to see more deep down about the networking part in the further things, like some are the bridge networks and host networks, and we'll see this things into the further all the networking part. And let me quickly show you with one more command, like there is a command, the docker network, and if you want to inspect about the network, docker network inspect about bridge network. Alright, so as you hit enter, we get about the bridge network details, name the bridge, and ID is this ID is working, what is subnet base, what is the gateway, and all of these things, what all the things are been running. So this is the some commands we have seen about the docker. and how you can launch Docker by the Python file. Soon we are going to see about more networking parts in of the Docker in the upcoming videos. Thank you guys. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. If you have any particular query on particular parts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you all.